And now, race fans, for the most famous words in motorsports. Is this thing on? Oh, okay. Drivers! Start those engines! Welcome, race fans, to Talladega Super Speedway, where we are about to witness what could perhaps be one of the most unbelievable, unfathomable races of our lifetime. 40 open modifieds running 1,000 horsepower super modified engine package will compete for a $1 million grand prize here today during a 16-lap event. After clearing several legal hurdles, we are finally going to see what these modifieds can really do on the high banks. The pace car dives low, pulling off the track. Doug Coby and Ron Silk on the front row with Jake Johnson and Eric Goodale behind them. The fans are on their feet. This is what modified country has wanted to see for decades. 40 outstanding drivers, 16 grueling laps, $1 million on the line. Here they come. The flagman has the green flag in hand and we are racing. Coby gets the early jump, Ron Silk on the outside, Jake Johnson to his outside, trying to look for second on the initial start. Unbelievable tension in the air as these modifieds climb to an expected top speed of over 240 miles per hour. They're already fanning out 3 wide throughout the entire pack, scrambling for position. These tires aren't going to last long at these speeds, so you got to get these positions while these cars are still somewhat easy to drive. And I say that very relatively. The front row comes across the stripe for lap 1, 1 and 2, and they're pushing and shoving behind them. No lane with the clear advantage just yet. We got a car scraping the wall back there. Looked to be the 44 Bobby Santos, but he keeps it straight. Now, down the back straightaway. Ryan Newman and Kyle Bonson are side by side. Here comes Ripkema for third. The inside and middle lane are forming up. That outside lane is going to need a little bit more help to get up there. Ripkema tries to block the middle lane. Now Priest on the inside. Now at max speed, cranking over 10,000 RPMs. These drivers are peaking at 255 miles per hour. They're 4 wide going into turn 1. Oh, Patrick Emmerling in the wall. The bottom lane checks up. They're scrambling to keep it straight. Dave Sapienza down to the inside. He's way below the yellow line, but he keeps it straight and he keeps it going. Amazing job by Sapienza. Every lap is going to be a struggle. Every lap is going to be one of experimentation and finding out more and more things about how these cars drive at these speeds. They've never seen a track bigger than 1 mile in these cars. But that's not stopping Doug Coby and Ron Silk from tandeming away from the pack. Mikey Christopher Jr. sniffing a hint of that draft. He's up to third now, and he's looking to join that lead duo. Can the rest of the pack follow him? There's Hirschman and McKennedy, 4th and 5th. Top 5 now, single file. Who else can break away? Newman and Keith Rocco battling. There goes Silk to the inside for the lead. Mikey Christopher giving him a huge push. Down the front stretch, they fan out 3 wide. Hirschman's looking for the lead. Christopher as well. Back to the stripe. Hirschman's going to lead that lap by less than 1/100th of a second. But not for long. McKennedy now at the bottom. The entire lead pack is 3 wide down the back straight. They're hanging on for dear life at these speeds. Here comes Keith Rocco to the bottom. By now, we're likely seeing at least moderate wear on these tires. Something's gonna have to give. They can't keep this up for the entire race. Rocco looks at the bottom. McKennedy slams the door on him down the front straight. He's gonna lead this lap as they go 4 wide for third. So much blocking, so much pushing and shoving. It can only last for so long. There they go! Goodale gets turned by Nocella. Hirschman in the wall. More cars crashing in front. And there's a huge pile up coming out of 2. Brian Narducci flipping. He rolls over Anthony Nocella, who doesn't flip himself. And the 3 cars absolutely destroyed. Todd Zegedy with heavy damage as well. They're racing back to the caution flag. McKennedy's gonna lead them at the stripe. The whole field slows up, which is gonna take a while when you're going 255 under green. They're gonna catch this pace car, and we will get a look at the replay here just shortly. Massive carnage here. Surely will take multiple cars out of this race, no doubt. Taking a look at what happened, it's hard to tell. Goodale may have come down in front of Nocella. Nocella may have gone up slightly. But either way, it collects the 50 of Cipriano, the 82 of Craig Lutz, 06 Les Hinckley. Swanson very lucky to narrowly avoid the car of Hinckley. The 60 of Matt Hirschman spinning behind as well. Oh, Les Hinckley collects Sam Ramu, who gets hit by Bobby Santos. And behind them, there is an unbelievably massive pileup. Brian Narducci, not sure if he lost the brakes or what. Maybe just didn't have enough time to check up, but either way, he piles into Todd Zegedy and Craig Lutz and goes flipping over that entire pack of cars. Unbelievable incident. One of his wheels clipped the roof of Nocella's car, which sent him into a very slow barrel roll. Oh, Moeller involved in this as well. Let's get a look at the in-car. Oh yeah, just going so fast. Not nearly enough time to check up. He went for a wild ride. Coming around to the restart here. Man, I'm gonna need a drink of water. I'm already losing my voice, and we ain't even close to getting this one over with. John McKennedy, Keith Rocco. The 88 of Woody Pickett, he started back in the 30s. And he's up there with Tommy Catalano in the second row. Gonna be 8 laps in the books, 8 laps to go when they come back to this green flag. As if the intensity wasn't already high enough, these boys have to pick it up even more, especially if you're back mid-pack. If you want to have a chance at winning this race, you gotta make your move, and you gotta make it soon. Here they come into the Geico restart zone. Green flag back in the air. Rocco gets the jump in the outside lane on McKennedy. Gonna have to see if NASCAR deems that one legal. And they are already ripping right back where they left off. The word from the NASCAR officials is this race is already so ridiculous that we may as well let the restart slide. Restart is legal, and Keith Rocco is your leader. John McKennedy not going to be happy with that one. He's going to be driving angry here as he comes back to Keith Rocco. He's got Catalano behind him. What can he do coming off of 4? He's in position to make the move, and he goes for it. The slingshot pass. Does anybody go with him? Catalano goes with Rocco. It looks like Keith might still have the lead going into 1 here, but the entire pack is scrambling behind them. It's going to be hard to find momentum for those leaders. I'll tell you what, they're in a dead heat up front right now, and this pack is all over the place. Keith Rocco with that push from Catalano. Looks like he's going to keep the lead. McKennedy falls back into line. He's got Newman behind him. With the 16 of Ron Silk behind Catalano, can he mount a charge on the outside lane? Newman to the inside of McKennedy. Silk to the inside of Catalano. They're 4 wide for 4th. Catalano desperately needs a push. He's worked so hard to get all the way up there, but he's got nobody behind him. He's falling back quick. Catalano into the wall. He keeps it straight. but he's going all the way to the back of the field. Kyle Bonsignore has to step out of line. He's below the yellow line. Newman almost turns McKennedy. They both keep it straight. Kyle Bonsignore slides back into the pack. They're all still pointed in the right direction off of 4. This is Newman's best shot to take the lead all day, but Pastriak doesn't go with him. He puts Newman in the middle. Rocco on the outside. Pastriak inside. Coming back to the stripe to complete lap 11. And it looks like Rocco's going to lead that one by 1/100th of a second. There goes Newman. He turns back Sackham. Him and Swanson hard on the wall. They bounce off and collect the field. Oh, big hit to the back from Donnie Leah. And Ed Flemke just destroys the 7 of Jimmy Blewett. Caution is out. They're going to be racing back to the yellow flag. Here comes Pastriak on the outside with help from Rocco. Bonsignore and McKennedy to his inside, but it's going to be Pastriak leading at the caution flag. We're going to have to go back and look at that one. It's hard to point the finger at any one driver with all this momentum racing going on. So much aero, just so much instability. One tiny mistake can set off that whole thing. And we will cue up the replay for you right here. It looks like Newman's coming down the track, hoping he can get in front of the 7 of Blewett, but he just didn't make the move soon enough. Into Max Zackham. That's going to turn him in front of the 7. Austin Beers trying to avoid drive straight into the wall. Andrew Krause wheel hopping up the track, lucky to get it away with that one. It looked like Newman was going to be fine as well, but unfortunately Matt Swanson just couldn't scrub off speed fast enough. He came back in front of Newman. The 7 of Blewett hits Swanson. Newman bounces off the wall. Looks like he gets the 64 of Beers there, or is that Priest rather? Ron Silk involved. Man, we lost a lot of good cars in this. Look at Brian Roby squeezing through there. The 9 of Chase Dowling making it through as well. Jake Johnson. Mikey Christopher. Donnie Leah, unfortunately, did not have the same fate. Then back in the pack, you got Ed Flemke. It looks like he might have gotten hit by someone. Let's take a look. He's going to the bottom. Oh, but that contact with the 36 of Sapienza sent him out of shape. He was just along for the ride at that point. We are going to have a green-white checkered finish here with Pastriak leading, Rocco in second, Bonsignore third, McKennedy fourth, and Andrew Krause in the 24 rounding out the top 5. These drivers have survived the attrition of the day, and you know they're just praying that all of them make it to the end with a car in one piece. Doubling up now, it's time to go. $1 million on the line, that would be huge for any one of these teams. They'd be able to advance their program and who knows what the hell else. And it's all going to come down to 5 more miles here at Talladega. Pace car pulling to the inside. The fans are on their feet. They're going wild. They have been all day, but they're feeling the intensity more than ever right now. Here they come to the Geico restart zone. Pastriak, Rocco, Bonsignore. Who's going to get it done here? Here we go. The green flag is waving and they're mashing the gas. John McKennedy to the outside. They're 3 wide for the lead already into turn 1. The whole pack is fanning out 3 wide. Pastriak's got the help from 3-time Mod Tour champ Justin Bonsignore with Andrew Krause behind him. No one else really has any help. Max Zackham coming back onto the track, hoping to finish this race. Is that going to impact the field as they go into turn 3? The whole field spread out 4 wide. Where are they going to go around Zackham? Zackham into the middle of the pack. He checks up in front of Woody Pitcat. That's going to break the lead pack up. And 7 drivers will pull away. They're going 4 wide, trying to figure out how to get around him, but the white flag is waving. This race is official, and it will be decided among these 7 drivers. McKennedy to the inside of Pastriak. He's making the pass with help from Rocco and Catalano. McKennedy pushed off the bottom by Rocco. He's going with the 54 to the inside down the back straight. Into turn 3, final corner. It's Rocco edging ahead. Catalano's gonna look to the inside. So does Bonsignor, they're 3 wide. Keith slams the door. Here we come to the checkered flag at Talladega on the 57. Keith Rocco gets it done for the $1 million bonus in the race of our time. Unbelievable drive by the 57. When you think of the greatest modified drivers of our era, and really all time, Keith Rocco's somewhere among the top of that list. He never saw a track anywhere close to this big, but he still managed to get it done. Not sure what he's going to do with the money, but let me just say with a paycheck that big, it's safe to say we'll see a bit of an expansion for Keith Rocco Racing here in the near future. This has been the race of our time. Thank you for watching. It's unlikely we'll ever see a race of this caliber again unless NASCAR decides to bring the modifieds to the Monza Oval. Thank you and good night.